Let me do a quick refresher of my choices from the second episode. Because everything is just moving through my head like a sieve right now. Okay, so that's the... Oh, come on. That was the first episode. Here we go. Okay, how did you respond to Crane about Snow's death? You and 13.5% of players ignored him. Now, this is probably potentially going to be important because of the big reveal that we got at the end of the second episode. How did you treat the murder suspect? You and 62.4% of players persuaded him to talk. That was one of those scenarios which I feel recurs quite a few times across Telltale's The Walking Dead and gets a bit tired after a while. Where you have the option whether or not to torture someone, and that's like the big moral quandary. I think the only time I thought it was done well in Telltale's The Walking Dead, like particularly well, was in the final season. But there's a lot to be said about that as like a trope in these Telltale games, because there's in the other games I've played as well, like the Batman series and stuff, it seems to come up a lot. Which I think when you've played quite a few of these games, you start to be like, okay, I understand that you're trying to make me feel morally conflicted, but you need to mix it up a little bit. And also, like, I don't know, torture or no torture as a moral quandary is like, I don't know about that. Did you let Snow come with you to the trip trap? You and 91.9% of players let her make her own decision. Take that toxic masculinity. How did you handle Georgie Porgy? You and 30.1% of players hit him. Because he was a dick. I don't know what to say. Did you keep punching Beast when he was down? You and 77.8% of players opted not to hit Beast a second time. Fuck. I just remembered that. I really, really want Beauty and Beast to break up. I think that situation is terrible. It's a ticking time bomb. He's awful. She's, pardon the pun, beautiful and ethereal and perfect and deserves better than him. So I'm rooting for them to break up. If there is some way that I can break them up, that would be golden. Okay, those are my main player choices. Aww, thanks, GB. I wanted to remind you that you're loved and appreciated. Right back at you, buddy. Always appreciate you having you here and reminding us of that. What I was mostly curious about was your reaction to Snow White in episode 2. Yeah, it was weird because I was shook by the reveal at the end of episode 1 where she was dead, and then they reveal that she's alive and it was someone with a glamour that like looked like her, and I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, okay. I guess that's what's happening here. They kind of tried to do something, tried to kind of twist and turn there, and I don't think it had the effect that maybe it was supposed to have. I don't know. Well, that moment is recorded now on the internet, so can always go back and double check, but I remember just being a bit like, oh, okay. I think the Tales from the Borderlands is the only one that didn't have a torture scene. Delightful. I might play that on stream at some point. I think that would be fun. And welcome, Lost and Fairy. Okay. Episode 3, A Crooked Mile. Before getting into episode 3, just a quick reminder to everyone once again that we're raising money for medical aid for Palestinians. If you would like to donate, if you can afford to donate, especially because 'tis the season for giving for you Christians and Christianity-centric Western culture. Although really, the whole year is a good time to be giving. But anyway, 'tis the season. So if you were gonna spend a few quid on a little treat or on a present, then you could also spend that money on a donation. !Palestine in the chat will bring up the link to our fundraiser. If you would like to donate and you can afford to donate, then we really appreciate it, and every little helps. Our goal is £2,000, and we're about £234 away from that at 13 pence. I could do maths. I think I could do maths. Let me know in the chat if you do donate, because I'd love to thank you for your generosity. And as always, if you type in the command !BDS in the chat, then that will bring up the link to our boycott, divestment and sanctions website, where you can learn more about how to support the Palestinian struggle, which companies we've been asked to boycott, what the divestment targets are that you can focus your campaigns on, etc., etc. And the Decolonize Palestine link will take you to a really great resource for learning more about Palestinian history and the Palestinian struggle, and taking a look at debunking common Zionist myths. Yeah, with that, reminder done, let's get into it. Episode 3.
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end. But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused.
Look, I didn't kill anyone. And I'm supposed to just believe you.
This game has got some time to win me back. But it's got to do some. It's got to do some work if it's going to win me back.
I'm not yours to lose. I'm not going to be an errand girl for Crane anymore.
She looks like Holly.
It's not Holly.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Her sister Lily.
In the last stream, I was talking a lot about fantasy race metaphors.
Eventually, the only people she owed were at her work. You know, that shithole club, the pudding and pie.
And sex work.
My
again.
name is Nerissa.
Well, Nerissa, I've got some questions. The open arms.
Oh my god.
I think I was also talking about class in relation to how a lot of these fairy tales were written within the context of or at least the versions we know were written within the context of feudalism, and how these fairy tale characters come from a certain economic structure, and now they're living under late stage capitalism, and how that is quite interesting in terms of some of the class narratives in the game. These fairy tale characters, some of them were used to kind of a aristocratic life of inherited wealth from kind of a feudal system, and that I guess that inheritance doesn't mean anything anymore, because it doesn't apply to the world that they're now living in, which isn't, of course, to say that inherited wealth isn't a huge part of the ruling class under capitalism, because it absolutely is, and capitalist meritocracy is a myth, but for these characters it's kind of they've migrated to somewhere that is a completely different socio-political context and completely different economic and political structure, so the status and inheritance and class and wealth that they had in that previous life is no longer applicable, and that is quite interesting. And I was talking about the gender dynamics of that a bit as well, in terms of how these princesses, or I think more specifically fairy tale characters who were not princesses, have ended up doing sex work because of the poverty that they're experiencing, but also because I guess that in a lot of these fairy tale stories, the marriage plot is what secures a happy ending for a woman, because a marriage plot is essential to kind of ensuring financial security, and even affluence and privilege for a woman in societies where like women weren't really able to like work and be independent. And so marriage plots in fairy tales and Georgian Victorian literature, etc., are often like not necessarily always romance plots. It shouldn't just be viewed as romance plots, but as marriage plots, as in it's like about securing financial security for the woman, and that's how she has a happy ending. And these women can't really do that anymore because their husband's wealth doesn't mean anything anymore, or like their love interest's wealth doesn't mean anything anymore. But the husbands all seem to have this kind of fragile male ego about what they've lost, and they also won't like do the work themselves, and there's a lot going on in that regard. And yeah, those are some of the kind of things that I was talking about in the second episode for people who missed it. Definitely, I'm sure, gonna continue to be relevant. Fucking creep.
Fucking creep. Spineless little fucking rat.
Crane? Ugh. God, you think you know a person.
I mean, he was always a little
You have
creep,
to
but
tell
this
her.
is next
I
level
know.
creep.
What's going on? What did you find up there? You know, other than the...
Not now.
I have a right to know. If my wife is...
Can you
Honey,
please shut the fuck up? I hate this guy.
Crane's been... Whoa, Bigby, calm down.
I hate all of these men, to be honest with you.
Everything's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine.
Will someone please explain this to me?
Crane has been stalking Snow White. The room is covered in evidence.
Perverted little fucker might be after Snow. I need to find her right now.
Okay, it's going to be okay. Where did you see her last? Did she say where she was going?
She took Holly to the business office to prepare for the funeral.
Lily's funeral?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I was just at the Trip Trap, and I heard Gren telling some folks about a funeral at the Buckingham
the
Bridge.
Trip trap? Are you drinking?
When?
Right now. They were on their way out.
I need them to get a divorce so
Bigby?
bad. And I also need Beauty to, like, run away and find a lesbian
Wait.
colony. Actually, Snow White as well. And Nerissa, all of them,
Snow's-
all of the women.
Snow's been through a lot. There are things she doesn't talk about. Just please be careful when you tell her. And you should tell her. But
I know.
no, you don't know. You know how you felt when you saw that picture? Well, it's going to be much worse for her. Just remember that.
Oh, bold of you to assume that that anything is about Snow and her feelings and her experiences, Beauty, when clearly everything is about Bigby and his feelings and his experiences, and how women being stalked and murdered makes him feel. And he's just so angry and he needs to break stuff. And he needs to save her, because he's a good guy.
I'm honored to be asked to speak to you.
I think that the main way in which this game could bring it back for me is if it somehow has some kind of like meta commentary about how Bigby is actually
Special circle. People she trusted.
terrible, a terrible man, and all these men are terrible, horrible men, and none of them are any better than each other.
That the pain of losing Lily will ever subside.
Oh, nice outfits now.
I know.
Oh,
as
sorry,
well
that's the
as you
funeral
that
outfit.
it
Sorry,
will
that was
never
really
subside.
insensitive of me.
But I also know that the memory of Lily will sustain as well. And it will, in time, equal in strength to our
Oh,
mourning
hi,
of
Lawrence.
Your
loss. It
Highness.
is in that spirit that I'd like
Oh,
to talk about
Sheriff.
what you've all been so grateful
I'm sorry,
for.
I
Your memory,
didn't see you there.
how she could be
I owe
stubborn
not.
and patient,
About as well as you'd think.
rash and
I haven't had any other,
how she carried a torch for
It's
the
never
old
been as bad as
ways,
when you saw me,
for
at least.
tradition, for
I was angry at
pageantry.
first. When I heard
Most
that
of
Lily was
all,
getting a funeral.
it seems how
Holly was getting
Lily loved
closure.
Why?
I wanted that too.
Her friends and family.
And I wanted it for Faith.
She loved being around them.
Then I remembered
Good times and
Faith
bad.
lived a story Lily never
Never
did.
met Lily.
She had her adventure.
What
She
I
got to live in the light of forever after
know
with
in
me.
my heart,
For a
she
while.
would have liked to be here.
So let Lily have a better finish.
Now we'll have our
It all evens
moment
out
of silence.
in the end.
Thank you.
I don't know what to say to him.
Take care of things, okay?
Pathetic. This pathetic little man. I don't really feel that bad for him because I think he's
Vicky,
just...
Is everything okay?
No.
You
not
waited
you.
for snow to finish.
Holly, it's...
He wasn't fucking invited.
Holly, wait.
He has no right to be
No,
here.
fair enough.
Not after what he did.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Holly, I'm sorry, but I had to come.
You throw my sister down the witching well, and you have the nerve to show your face here?
Yeah, she's right.
After you lie? After you promise me?
Holly, wait. That was Crane. Just Crane. He disposed of Lily's body before Bigby could do anything about it. I'm telling you the truth.
Don't cover for him.
But this genuinely wasn't his fault.
You can't tell me Bigby gives a shit about this.
Holly, it's gonna be okay.
Crane's a fucking prick, so this doesn't surprise me.
Hey, what do you know? We actually agree on something.
Bigby cares, Holly.
Snow, please don't
And
bat
I'm
for
sure
Bigby so
he has a
hard.
very good reason for being
He doesn't
here.
need it.
This
He doesn't
one
deserve
isn't
it.
on him.
Why are you here anyway? And don't say it's because you care about this.
Everything okay?
I think I know who murdered your sister.
Who?
Maybe we should talk about this somewhere else.
What? No, I deserve
She
to know.
deserves to know.
We all
Yeah,
deserve to know.
she does.
I know, but this isn't the way to go
Snow.
about this.
I don't give a fuck about the way. I don't care about procedure.
I don't care about procedure
Everyone should
either.
be
Fuck the
told
police.
It's me. It's us.
Fuck
right now.
me.
So
Derogatory.
talk.
I'm the police.
Yeah, who was
I think it was Crane.
I think it was Ichabod Crane.
Listen, it's like even
Crane.
if it's not Crane and they go after Crane, Crane is a fucking horrible creep, and he deserves it. So it's a win-win for me.
Crane.
Okay, everyone, just stop. Bigby and I are going to have a little chat while everyone else gets back to the funeral.
What? He says that fucking Crane murdered Lily and you expect me to—
Please, I promise I will tell you what the hell is going on just as soon as I know there's something to tell, but just let us do our jobs first. Look, Holly, I know how this must—
No, you don't know how this must feel. You have no idea.
She's right.
Don't fuck anything up. Don't bother anybody. And when the first sign of trouble comes, and it will come because you're a goddamn walking trap for it, I want you the fuck out of here. You hear me?
Yeah.
Of course. You won't even know I'm here.
Let's just continue, okay?
This is such total fucking bullshit.
Let's go, Holly.
It's your turn to talk.
Crane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
It gets worse, Snow.
This is someone I've worked with for decades. This is a guy, he gets frickin' shakes when he has to order food. I mean, what are you telling me? It's all an act? Just what have you found? Bigby? What's going on?
Snow, Crane is completely obsessed with you.
Oh my god, if this is about how Crane treats me at work...
Just listen to me for a second, all right? I followed a lead to this shithole motel, the Open Arms. Crane had a room there, and he's been taking prostitutes, or at the very least Lily, and making her look like you while he was, you know. He replays your story over and over again.
This-
fucking creepy.
I don't even know what to say right now. I really
Girl, who would
I'm
know what to
just
say?
trying everything I can right now to not picture it. To not picture him.
I'm sorry, Snow. And I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
You're sure this is what happened? This is what he's been doing? Because please, Bigby, don't confuse things. Deposing Crane would be the next step. And if we get this wrong, it would mean more than our jobs.
I'm gonna
We'd
ask
get
her
kicked out
before
of
showing her
Fiddletown
the
for messing all of this
photos.
up so badly.
Crane has been taking photos, Snow. Lots of photos.
Photos that show him.
He's been recording his visits with Lily.
God.
I wasn't just gonna like show her the photos
Look,
without any
let's
warning,
go back to the
you know?
business office. I doubt Crane's there at this hour, but we need to talk. And this isn't the place.
Snow?
Nerissa? What is it?
I'm sorry, but Holly's asking for you.
Are they starting the burn?
Yes. Everyone who spoke should really be present for this part. She's kind of distraught. You're not leaving yet, are you?
No, we should stay with her.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be,
No, I understand.
No.
It's just that something's
your
come
time.
up.
No, I get it. Take your time.
It won't take long.
How'd it go? At the motel?
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, Nerissa. So at the in the end, like final sequence of the second episode, it was like I thought that I was gonna get the chance to talk to Nerissa and go into and investigate the hotel room that we had the lead about, because Nerissa wanted to meet us in room 204, but the room that we had the lead about was room 207. And I went into room 207, and I think I missed the opportunity to talk to Nerissa, but I didn't realize that it was like an either or choice, or like which order you were supposed to do them in, or whatever. So I think that I missed that potential content and just like left her in the lurch, which is really shitty. So yeah.
No?
Yeah. Lily was killed there. It was an awful mess.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Nerissa!
Yeah, coming!
Ugh.
Constable? Wait, easy now, girl. You know how this goes. The first thing in a visit, you say, how do you do? How do you do? That way, it's proper.
What are you doing here?
That is the question, isn't it? Or at least a question. We'll snip to the chase for all sakes. A little bird told us that you're fitting to go after Crane. And you see, we have an interest in that particular boy. So you leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone. Just take a little vacation is all. Don't even have to go anywhere. Just sit in your office and whistle to heaven for a few short days.
Are you working for Crane? Did he send you?
No, see now, you're already asking too many questions. Just pay attention. So what's it gonna be? We have a deal? You leave Crane alone, and we leave you to yours? Brother, speak your mind. Fastly now. What's it gonna be?
Yeah, fine. I'll leave Crane alone. Just get out
I
of here.
will break that
Pleasure to
promise.
hear it.
Just
Ladies, gentlemen,
I'm gonna
invertebrates,
state my
please,
intention now
rest
to break that
easy.
promise.
This is not
What the hell is going on?
What's happening?
very sorry to impose, but we only had a deal to work out with Bigby, and we're happy to report that everything went smoothly. So if you'll just allow us to get out of your hair.
Bigby, what is he talking about?
Never you mind that, it ain't any of your...
What deal? I said all right already. Just go.
And go we shall as men of our word. We won't ruin any more of the wedding or whatever.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
Ollie?
Think you motherfuckers can come here uninvited? You think you can just fucking interrupt Lily's funeral?
Calm down, darling. It was just a simple business transaction.
You fucking freaks are not getting away with this.
Holly, don't move.
Yeah, listen to your lady, love. Things don't have to turn sloppy now.
It's not worth it, Holly. They'll leave on their own.
Yeah, let's spare all the fuss. It's just
Oh,
a
fuck you!
I'm gonna kill you!
Oh no, not Holly. Please, oh, please don't let Holly be
I
dead.
got it done.
Oh, shit. Shit. Fuck. Well, I think I fucked that up. Please don't let Holly be dead too. Ah! How many marginalized women have to die in this fucking game? Okay. This music is unfortunately a banger though, and the animation and the color work and stuff, unfortunately, is a banger. But this game! Episode 3, A Crooked Mile. Forgot about Grendel. How much has he used his right arm? I don't know. It's a good question.
I did as well as I could to take out the buckshot, but there's still some shards left embedded in your shoulder. They'll eventually worm their way out on their own, but until they do, you're gonna be sore.
Bigby, Dr. Swinehart was appointed Fabletown physician for a reason.
It's okay. There's only one thing you have to take away from all this. Take it easy.
No, fucking obligatory, like, burly male protagonist with his shirt
Don't
off
go looking for any
and
more
bandages,
Keep strain off your heart.
scene.
And try and get some rest.
How's everyone else? They all make it?
They're fine. I had everyone that got wounded sent home. Holly refused to let me see where she lived, so I left her and Grendel back at her bar with a dose of juniper and spring water. They're Titans, Bigby. They'll be fine. Just remember what I said. The stitches won't hold up if you continue to act like you normally do. Everything in moderation. And eat more chicken. Your blood pressure's through the proverbial roof.
I'll try to.
All right then. Very good.
Business office. I know, I'll have to call you back. The town is starting to find out.
Well, I'll leave you two to it then. Miss White?
So are
Bigby?
Holly and Grendel alive? Fables are hard to kill, so it would be ridiculous if that one shot killed her. Oh my god, thank god. Thank god! I was worried. Let's check out the Book of Fables in a second. Okay. What do we got? Okay, I missed one again, but Vivian, Georgie's girl. Much of Vivian's past is unknown since she prefers not to talk about her life back in the homelands. She wanted to start fresh in Fabletown, but she finds herself working for Georgie at the Pudding and Pie. It's not a terrible life. Georgie took a liking to Vivian, so he doesn't make her take jobs at the Open Arms. Instead, she plays hostess and helps Georgie ensure complete customer satisfaction. I think we met Vivian briefly in the last episode. So yeah, this isn't really, mysterious. We don't have much information about her, actually. Dr. Swinehart, the army surgeon. Dr. Swinehart is the resident Fabletown physician, so skilled in the art of instrumental surgery that he can safely operate on himself. He served as an army medic for many years, sometimes using his talents to impress the locals. He currently runs the special research section of the Knights of Malta Hospital, so named to discourage people for investigating what is actually a reserved Fables-focused health facility. Okay. I don't know if those two are fairy tale characters or not, but I'm sure if they are, we'll find out.
So, to recap,
Crane watched me through the magic mirror uncover his room at the open arms, and then he smashed it so we couldn't use it ourselves to go after him. And we know this because Buffkin was drinking in the rafters. That about cover it?
and once he puts all the pieces back together, it'll be easy to catch Crane. So, I guess that's the plan, currently. But I don't know.
There's no other leads. This is it. Just wait for the mirror.
Yeah. What the hell is going on? I don't know what the Tweedles get out of this. I don't know if Crane sent them. I don't know if... I mean, this is gonna sound crazy, but do you really think Crane did it? Everything points to him. I get it, but do you really think he killed those women? Because it's incomprehensible to me.
From what I saw at the open arms, everything points to Crane murdering Lily. What isn't adding up for me is Faith. Why would he kill her?
Yeah, this is where I was
connected.
at the end of episode 2, so...
It doesn't make sense. He was a conniver, a coward, a liar. And I'll always hate him for that. And I'll hate him for how he held me in his thoughts.
Yeah, girl, I don't even know how to process that.
Ow! Everything okay over there?
Yes, Miss White. I just cut myself on a piece of the glass. Nothing to worry about.
Like the prince, he tried stabbing himself, shooting and drinking beer with pills, and was still alive when you found him. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for the reminder, Jay Thunborn. I had forgotten about that.
By the way, that could have gone really terribly. I mean, even worse than it did. I'm glad you were there.
I just feel bad for Holly, really.
Yeah. Time heals everything eventually. At least, I hope so, for her sake. Can I, ask you a question? It's kind of personal. And I don't want to offend you, but after tonight, it's on my mind.
Why? What's on your mind?
It's just, when stuff hits the fan, like it did tonight, it feels like before we came to the city. It feels kind of like home. And I've heard it said that maybe in some tiny little bottled up way deep inside, you kind of enjoy it when things go wrong. Because it gives you an excuse to just, stop pretending.
Why even bring this up?
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think that's a weird question to ask him straight up. But, even though part of my instinct was to be like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? That would be me answering as myself, and I don't particularly like Bigby, and I want her and him to get as far away from each other as possible. Even though I know the game is going to force the opposite. I'm going to be trying to keep them apart. So I'm not going to outright deny it, because maybe that'll stir the pot a little,
Guys? We have a problem.
What is it?
I can't finish the mirror. It's missing a piece.
What do you mean, missing a piece?
Yes, it's not here.
Crane must have taken a shard with him.
Oh, I can't believe this.
I saw Crane pick something up after he smashed it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize what it was until now.
Well, the mirror can't work unless it's whole.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Or what, Buffkin? What? We sit around and wait until it mends itself? We have no idea how long that will take. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way.
I'm just saying, waiting is an option.
No. We can't depend on the mirror.
All right. How long will it take for the mirror to reform?
Well, it could take days.
Or months, or years. He had to have left something that tells us where he's going. He's a neat freak, but he was never that smart.
Smart enough to take a piece of the mirror. We can still solve this ourselves. I know
Never
that
mind that. Come help me look.
Aw, poor Buffkin. Snow, you're being a bit of a dick to Buffkin right now. I will say about Snow, and we kind of said this in the first episode, started to get that impression of her then, but she's really on some white woman shit. She really truly is on some white woman shit sometimes, and it comes out sometimes.
Hi, Mr. Bigby. I can still help you catch Crane, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I saw him jump on the telephone before he left. He called up somebody. He said he needed to see his witch, or that he would need to get to the witch for that. Whoever that is.
His witch?
Yes, it sounded like the one he got his snow glamours from.
Look, the whole mirror thing, it's not your fault, all right?
You mean it?
Yeah. You didn't see anything else, did you?
No, not especially.
Why didn't you try and stop him?
What do you want me to do, yank on his hair? I'm only 3 feet tall. There are limits here.
Okay.
I'll just see if I can do anything about this.
You do that.
Okay. Yeah, I think my current feeling, as I expressed as Bigby before, is that there is definitely some kind of... There's definitely something else going on, but it's pretty sure that Crane is the one who killed Lily, right? Like, I'm just trying to... I think the main thing that sticks out is, like, Lily and Faith's murders don't seem entirely connected. Okay, let's snoop.
What is it?
It's the key to his room at the Open Arms.
Yeah.
You still haven't told me what was in there. I want to know. I need to know. Don't coddle me, okay? I've seen more than you know.
I just don't really know how to say
There's
this.
only so much you can repress, you know?
Snow, you couldn't have known.
No, I could have. Come on, let's keep looking.
Yeah, it wasn't that I wanted to coddle her or anything. I was just kind of like, I don't really know what to say. Like, it was just, yeah, I don't really know how to express it because it's so awful. I mean, like, if you feel like you need to know, then that's understandable, but I just don't really know how to say that. Ichabod Crane, are there any updates on the extra funding I requested? As I explained in my last letter, the conditions here could do with some improvement. I'm seeing some unrest from the residents, and I have to admit, I can see why. The farm should not be a punishment. I'm sure you're busy, but I think this should be made a priority. Best, Waylon Smith. The farm should not be a punishment is interesting. I'm trying to remember what was going on with the farm, but I remember talking about that a bit in the first episode, and it seemed like a prison to me. Let me double check the Book of Fables, because I think it came up in the Book of Fables, maybe? The farm is home to fables who cannot pass as human. giants, goblins, animals, etc. It's located in upstate New York, far enough away from the Mundys to avoid detection. Some of its residents resent their confinement, despite its size and comforts. To them, the farm is a prison. They would be allowed to leave the farm if they could purchase a glamour, but many don't have the money for something so expensive. So it's basically like a debtor's prison, almost. So yeah, that's definitely a fucking prison. That's definitely a fucking prison. But I want to make this isn't a prison. I want it to be nice and comfortable for the people who can never leave. If they just stopped being poor, then they could leave. Mr. Crane, you said you'd pay to have the plaster redone in my building after the last incident in 204. It's falling off the fucking walls. Please fix it. I can't rent out that room as it is, and I've already been waiting for days. Not to mention, you already promised me you'd send someone to fix the big crack in the glass on the front door. Well, guess what? It's worse now. Get your shit together, Mr. Toad. Okay, so I remember that Mr. Toad is a landlord, so fuck him. But is Mr. Crane also a landlord? Specifically of that motel that Lily and Nerissa were working out of. Dear Mr. Ichabod Crane, I am writing to ask again that you please send someone to fix the air conditioning in our unit. It's burning up the apartment and Pinocchio says his skin is splintering. I don't know what that means, but I assume it's something gross and I'd really like it if you'd fix the air like we asked you 3 months ago. At the very least, provide us a fan in the meantime. Sincerely, Boy Blue. Okay, so Ichabod Crane is a horrible, horrible landlord. And all landlords are bastards, of course, but he's refusing to fix things and leaving his tenants in like terrible living conditions to the point that that their health could be seriously in danger. You know, if you don't fix the air conditioning and it's too hot, then people can have heat stroke. They, you know, might struggle with other related conditions. Like eczema, it sounds like, from what Pinocchio is describing. Although the Pinocchio thing is kind of confusing me because I'm assuming he's not made from wood anymore. I don't know what that means. So is he describing what happens to wood when it's too warm, or is he describing what happens to skin when it's too warm? Anyway, yes, overheating, serious health risk. Like, you know, if it got too bad, then the tenants could not only really suffer, but could even die. This is something that landlords do all the time. It's been known to happen, and is incredibly serious. So always remember to find and join your local tenants union if you can.
Didn't ever do any work.
Only when Cole was around.
There's a page here that was torn out.
Oh yeah? Buffkin, do you know what was here?
The ring
It's a ring, at least.
Something.
Every magical item not retained in the armory is assigned to someone in Fabletown. It must be this witch he is going to see.
Wait, what witch?
Buffkin overheard Crane set up a meeting with a witch.
Ooh.
Well, yes, it sounded like the one he got his, glamours from. It must be about this ring.
Why not mention this before?
No one asked me.
Buffkin!
And I'm hungover. I'm sorry. He set the meeting at 2 a.m. tonight.
What's going on? Is the mirror fixed yet?
Bluebeard, this isn't the time.
Is the mirror fixed or isn't it? You called me to...
I called just to see if you knew where Crane could be, and that was it, okay? And I'm sorry I said anything more than that.
Well, you did, and I know. The cat's out of the bag. So, can we find the dull pervert or not?
I tried to,
This isn't
but...
your concern.
No, it can't be fixed. It's missing a piece.
This is none of Bluebeard's business, Bigby.
None of my business? Crane's the murderer. He escaped. Seems he spoiled your every attempt at locating him. And now it's none of my business?
We don't know if he's the murderer.
Oh, please. Of course he
Seems
is.
likely.
Look, this
Seems
just isn't
pretty
the time.
likely.
He took a piece of the mirror, so we can't use it.
The only thing we know is that Crane's going to see a witch at 2 o'clock.
AM or PM?
AM.
Listen, Bluebeard, you're not a part of this.
I don't think you're in any position to turn away.
Why do you care?
Define help.
Why do you even care about this?
Why? I'm invested in this enterprise we call Fabletown.
Right.
Literally invested. Since it's mostly my money that keeps the whole thing running. And tonight I hear that Crane has been killing fables? And there's no system in place to catch him?
Look, we know that Crane is going to see a witch, and it's to acquire a magic ring.
What's the ring?
We don't know what it does or who it's assigned to since Crane tore its page out of the book.
This farce was your ridiculous idea for a plan. I mean, who put you in charge in the first place?
Fixing the mirror was the most logical
You're
thing.
a secretary. He's the sheriff. And none of you were chosen to run this office. Who elected you to make these decisions?
Nobody, but that
Who
doesn't...
elected her to spend my money?
Well, I've been doing that unofficially for years now.
Unofficially is not officially.
Snow can obviously handle this, so let's drop it.
Well then, excuse me for having the Commonwealth in
You don't have the Commonwealth in mind, you smarmy, greedy fucking bastard.
All right, let's just look on the bright side. We know Crane is going to see the witch that's been supplying him black market glamours.
Thanks to me.
And that he'll be there at 2. So that gives us a few short hours to find out who it is and where they live and get them all at once.
And a few shorter hours the more you babble about it.
We haven't been the ones babbling.
Yeah. Just point in the direction you want me to check first.
Since Lily used the glamours, she'd have known who the witch was. And I don't think Holly's burned her things yet. It would probably have the address or a phone number or something.
And Bigby is free to go there if he likes. But I think the question you should be asking is just what do the two Tweedles know about this?
It doesn't matter what they know. After tonight, they'd never go to their office.
They're not smart enough to try and go anywhere else.
The Trip Trap is the better option to track the witch down. That has to be our focus.
Yeah, I think so.
Holly has Lily's things. That'd probably be the safer bet.
I don't really care what you two do. I'm going to his apartment.
What? You can't just go up there.
And why the hell not?
We already looked for the key, remember? I don't know where it is.
Then I'll pick the blasted lock. I've wasted enough time waiting for the mirror to find him. I won't waste any more.
You just can't go up there alone, all right?
I've no interest in nicking his drapes, my dear, if that's what
Nicking
concerns
his
you.
drapes? What does that mean?
You're traipsing through possible evidence.
Oh, now it's evidence. Before you had no interest, and now it's a crime scene.
Bluebeard, just stay out of it, all right? You'll just mess things up further.
They can't get any more messed up.
We have to find the witch, Bluebeard, since that's where he's going.
Or the sniveling weasel chickened out. Never went anywhere. And is upstairs right now in his pitiful penthouse, crafting a fort out of couch cushions. Look, this is how a smart person would do it. So this is how we're going to do it. Wherever you go, I'll go to the other.
I don't like you going
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this situation.
I don't know what it is, but we don't have the time to really
But
worry
it is
about
what it is. I
Where are you
am gonna go to... I'm gonna go look at Lily's stuff, I think. Yes, okay, big cinematic
So you
swoop.
leave Crane alone, and we'll leave you alone.
I'd love to join you, but there's some business I need to attend to.
No, I'm better off dealing with things alone. I don't need sympathy and I don't...
Oh, I have 3 options. Oh, okay. Okay, that's tricky because I don't necessarily care about Dee's office. I think that looking through Lily's things could be helpful, but I'm also pretty curious about going to Crane's apartment. So for me, it's between Crane's apartment and Holly's bar. If anyone has any thoughts, please let me know in the chat. Because I'm not... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. The clock is ticking ominously, like waiting for me to make a decision. I'm just gonna pause and answer a text while I think about this. Okay, Crane's apartment. Okay. Crane's apartment or Holly's bar, Crane's apartment or Holly's bar. I wish I had a coin to flip right now. I don't think I have a coin on me because I actually just don't know. So I want to let someone make the decision for me. Hold on. Okay, I don't have a coin. Yeah, I don't have a coin to flip. This is the perpetual trouble of not having change or cash ever these days. Once upon a time it used to be littered everywhere and I used to be able to find a coin to flip, but not anymore. Maybe Holly's bar. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Well, I asked for someone to make the decision for me, so I'm gonna go with that, Faye. Thank you. Let's go to Holly's bar.
Witch's identity must be with Lily's stuff. I should go see Holly first.
Perfect. And I'll go to Crane's apartment.
I'll check in with you later.
I'm really not feeling good about Bluebeard being in the mix. What big eyes you have. One hour and 20 minutes left? Oh my god, okay. Stressful.
She's asleep, you fucking... Read the sign!
Sorry, I should have knocked.
We're closed. I need to talk to Holly. Hey, look, Woody, it's the sheriff.
Oh, hey, Woody.
Well, come on in, buddy.
Brent. What? He's a traveler. A weary traveler in search of some hospitality, right? Right? I mean, you must not be feeling too good after that shit show.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
I don't like it, but it's, you know, it's so fun. It's just so funny playing this game because I'm constantly like, these people have every reason to hate Bigby. I can't even disagree with them.
I give a fuck what that fucking guy says or what you say.
Which, as a player, and I'm playing this character, I have no law of self-preservation particularly.
Can't hear you when you mumble.
Swinehart told me that Holly was here. I need to talk to her.
Holly's asleep in back, but you won't be able to wake her.
Really? The doc gave them both Barmecidal ambrosia for the pain.
Look, the deal is, if you resist going to sleep, like I am right now, it gives you a very, very, very nice...
okay. Gotcha. You know what? Fair enough.
Well, he said that he shouldn't mix it with alcohol.
Not fair enough. Don't do that, buddy.
Yes, he did. He certainly did. But let me tell you something. I haven't felt this good in a long time, fat boy. And I feel like having a drink, okay?
I'm after Crane, all right? The guy we all hate. And there's a time limit here, so try and focus for a minute.
Crane?
We'll get to whatever you're here for in a sec.
Okay. I'm not sure how this time limit's gonna work, like whether it's actually an
back
hour
there?
23 or
That was a shitty fucking send-off.
like in game
for a
world
pretty
time
okay lady.
or in actual time.
You weren't fucking there. Talking to Bigby now, okay? Can't say you being there helped things much.
Gren, don't start nothing.
Who's starting anything? I'm not.
You think I shot up the place? It wasn't my fault.
They got away, though, didn't they? Whatever. It's alright. I'm too out of it to get into it. I want to clear the air. We're all in this dung heap of a fucking shit town together. And we're all gonna have a toast. All of us.
Fellas, I'm here for one thing. To look through Lily's belongings and get out of here. Now,
Yeah, I know. And I want to help you, okay? And I will. But first, indulge me. It'll take 2 seconds. As a show of good faith. And after, we'll all hunt and peck for Lily's shit or whatever.
Grand Bigby didn't come here to get loaded with you.
I don't want to get loaded with him. It's just a quick slug.
Okay, let's just get this over with. I don't feel like I have much of a choice here, so...
To the dead.
All right, now help me.
Gran, the doc said you needed a rest.
How many times you fucking gonna warn me about it, huh? You're not my fucking mother, so just get off my back!
I said I was sorry, all right? I can't do anything about it. It's done.
All of these fucking men.
What more do you want? What else can I fucking say here?
I don't want anything from you, Woody.
What is the problem here? What stupid shit will you both not let go of?
Oh, I forgot. You haven't heard the news. This walking lard cake was paying Holly's sister to let him fuck her behind all of our backs. And Holly had to find out going through all of her sister's shit. What fun that
Oh, no.
Trick after trick of this fat ass and Lily.
I didn't plan for that, right? And our thing?
Fuck.
It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't. I never fucked her when she was snowing.
Can you not talk about her like that?
No, but you knew Holly would flip out, and you knew.
Yeah,
for a
dude,
damn
don't defend
good
yourself.
fucking reason.
This was a messed up. That was a messed up thing for you to do.
You know what?
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
this. I don't need this shit.
Oh yeah, that's
Jesus
it. Now
Christ.
you're teary-eyed. You were always such a low life. I don't know why I never realized it.
All
till
of these
now.
men. All of these
What
men.
do you think about this fucking loser,
All
Sheriff?
of these men.
He can think whatever he wants. I don't give a shit.
No, that's okay, because I'll tell you what he thinks. He thinks you have to pay chicks to touch your fat, hairy ass. That's what he thinks.
Wait. I've got some questions for you.
What possible questions could you have for this piece of shit? Everything's a problem when I want to talk, but when the woodsman's about to leave, it's, oh wait, I have questions.
What do you want?
Tweedledee came in here 2 nights ago. Why'd you run?
I was scared, okay? I didn't want to go down for something I didn't do. I never would have hurt that girl, Bigby.
All right.
Okay, I think maybe
Grand.
that was...
I don't know where Lily's shit is. Check Holly's room.
Maybe I managed to
I
sort of
wouldn't wake her if
de-escalate
I
that
were you.
situation.
Sleepwalkers and trolls. I think that's the rule. Maybe, ogres, too. What a day. Am I right, Sheriff?
Yeah, I think we just need to...
What
just need to...
fucking
Just go to
day.
sleep, buddy. We just need to... leave him alone. Gren won't remember this. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I would like to ask her before I look through her sister's things. I know she needs the sleep, but...
Holly.
Okay, I guess I have the option of trying to wake her up. I really don't feel good about doing this without her permission, but I know I'm on a time limit. So...
That you, Woody? Woody? Is that you?
No, Holly. It's me, Bigby.
Bigby. Bar's closed. And excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for entertainment.
Yeah, fair enough, girl.
But what the fuck? I know you're not gonna leave. You do what you want. You always
I feel
do
so
what
bad
you
for
want.
her. Poor Holly. I just want to give her a big hug. You're not even going to reply to that, Bigby? Okay.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays? The ones that aren't in that fancy high-rise. Those of us that gotta work for a living.
You may not believe this, but yeah, I care about everyone who came over.
I don't know about that shit.
Yeah,
You're friends with your friends, and we ain't friends.
There's no great way to answer that question because, like, you know, he's a cop, and it's like cops are inherently bad. The policing system is inherently bad. There's no way to really, like, help or support marginalized people when you're a cop, because the whole point of being a cop is enforcing laws which oppress people. So being like, oh, I actually really care about everyone, like blah blah blah, it's like none of it's gonna feel genuine or true or whatever, but what am I supposed to say in that situation? And I guess that he would probably say something like that or believe something like that, even though I know it to be complete bullshit. So again, I'm with her, really. Like, she knows what's up. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna snoop without really asking her permission, though.
Be honest, Sheriff. Why are you going after him? Crane. You could have quit a long time ago, but you're still going. Why? Did they give you this job for a reason, or was this the only thing the business office would let you do?
I'll take any excuse to get Crane. This just happens to be a good one.
Oh, at least you're honest. You just remember, whatever bullshit excuse you tell yourself, I'm counting on you. So don't have any more fuck up.
Yeah, I said that because I figured that, again, it's not really genuine for him to say that it was for Lily or for Faith, because I think it's about his fucking
We're getting
ego.
your grammar on this day, and one of these has to be the witch. But which one?
Hello, this is Snow White calling. I'm looking for Bigby. Is anyone there? Bigby, if you're there, pick up, okay?
Snow?
Hey, I just wanted to see how it was going. Did you find anything?
Just an address book with her contact's initials. Not sure which one is the witch, though.
Strange. These people keep cropping up. Before, a few days ago, I thought I knew everyone in Fabletown.
Any chance you can cross-reference these with the records in the business office? Maybe track her down that way.
Just gonna catch up with chat. Did a brush up, and the farm is more of a balanced situation than what the game portrays. There are no cops, and there are groups that fight for control. One time Goldilocks and Rose Red became the leaders. There are fables from the city that run to the farm for quiet life. Maybe the fear supposed to be the uncertainty of who's in charge, or they're like Colin, who just wants to smoke and drink without pretending to be an animal if humans show up. And Bigby is forbidden to enter. Yeah, I mean, that is more of a mixed picture, but I think I would agree with Faye that it sounds like it's still a prison, Mostly because no matter how, like, nice you dress up the prison, it's a prison if you can't leave it. You know, there are different kinds of prisons and different severities of prisons, but I think fundamentally if you are locked up somewhere, if you can't leave, then fundamentally you're in a prison. Even if, like, the dynamics are more complicated than what the game is portraying. If that's still true in the comic books, then I think that probably holds. But thank you for sharing that. It's definitely interesting and important context. The Trip Trap Bar, the Watering Hole. The oldest bar in New York City, the Trip Trap was established in 1725 in secret by Starkad, the legendary Viking and reprobate, as a place for fables to meet and drink and commiserate. Known then as the Grammarian's Tavern, he eventually lost it in a bet to a tribe of mountain trolls, who quickly renamed it and made it their own. Holly is the current proprietor, having inherited it from her mother when she died in a boating accident in the early 20th century. That's funny. That's funny that it's like it was established when the Vikings. I don't know how, like, I don't know how well supported or, like, robust the archaeological evidence is that the Vikings ever went to North America, but I know that that is a thing, like a theory or something that exists, although I don't know how, like, legit it is. But the idea of the first bar in North America being the Vikings coming over and it being fairy tale characters making the bar is quite funny to me.
Yeah, but who knows how long that'll take. You should try going up to Crane's place. I sent Buffkin up there to check on things. Bluebeard, you know. Or you could try at the Tweedle's office. Just make it quick. We don't have a lot of time. The meeting is at 2.
I'll head over to Crane's apartment, see what I can find there.
Sounds good. Just keep me posted. In the meantime, I'll see what I can do on this end.
Okay.
Good luck, Bigby.
We'll find him, Snow.
I hope you're right.
Okay, I guess that's all we were getting out of that. 58 minutes left. Okay, maybe I can do all 3 in that case. Just wanted to find the explanation is all. I also agree, but the game never explains, and I wanted to know. Thank you for that, Jay Thamborn. Really appreciate it.
Wouldn't listen to me. Threatened to strangle me if I got too close. There was nothing
be
I could do.
apologetic or anything.
Honest. Well, anyway.
Okay, why would Bluebeard burn everything? That's also what I would have wanted to say. But, I didn't get to it in time, sorry. Well, that's incredibly fucking suspicious.
Something here I could use to find him. There isn't now. What a waste of fucking time.
What now? Did you find any information about the witch at the Trip Trap?
Just this. I don't know which one she is, but it's a start. Maybe I can find more at the Tweedle's office.
It's worth a try. I'd better go fill Miss White in on the circumstances. She's going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, suspicious as fuck from Bluebeard, but I mean, he is kind of suspicious as fuck in general, so... Okay, well, I guess I don't have to worry about time. The Tweedle Brothers office.
Excuse me.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me. I've, seen you around, but you may have forgotten.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. But you know, Crane, let me go recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. So, what brings you here? I mean, can I help you with anything? Are you here to see one of the brothers? D or Dumb? They're in here right now. I'm not sure when they'll be back. Did you make an appointment? Because I can let you in if you want to wait.
I was hoping to have a talk with D or Dumb. Do you know where they are?
No, they don't really keep regular hours as far as I can tell. Sorry. It's been a quiet night so far. I think the twins are out, probably working on a case. Sometimes I don't see them for days. They gave me the job after Crane told me to get lost. He said I was just in the way. But I like it here. Gotta stay busy, you know?
Where's their office?
Oh, right this way. I was going there next anyway. I can let you in if you want. You can wait for them there.
Sure, thanks.
No problem.
I like his little frog hat.
I'm gonna have to take a look around.
Well, I guess that would be okay.
I wasn't really asking for permission.
Wow.
Right. You're the sheriff.
He really didn't have to tell him that he was going to do that. But
I mean, they never told me not to let you in.
Don't worry. I won't get you in trouble, right?
Right.
Well, maybe you shouldn't fucking stub your cigarette out on the floor when you know that he's there and needs to clean after you.
Let's see if
dick.
they got a file on Crane.
Oh, they've got donkey skin. That's Faith. Stole a photo from Crane. Lovely.
Crane hired them to look for a photo? So that's why they were at her apartment. And the woodsman's place.
Okay, well, I didn't get time to read all of that, but, whatever. Crane.
Ichabod Crane. He owes the crooked man money. Shit. How is he planning to pay this all back? Request for property acquisition. Further details filed under donkey skin. Why did he want it back so badly? This is worse than I thought.
Georgie has an interest.
Shit.
Okay. I don't know who's Cindy and Brannigan. I don't think we've met them, but where's Cindy been? Apparently vacation in Europe. Also, she looks like some kind of like pop star.
Detective Brannigan. Keep an eye on her.
Oh. That's the detective that was interrogating us, like the Mundy detective that was interrogating us, right?
I know these guys can come off abrasive at times, but they aren't so bad once you get to know them. And they really care about helping people. They're kind of loud at times, but you get used to it.
How do you mean they help people?
They're detectives. Anyone can come in here with a problem and they'll do their best to fix it. The way Dee explains it, it's like if someone lost their cat, well, they could hire them to, track it down. Or like sometimes they get packages for people. They can be like couriers,
For who?
All kinds. Come to think of it, I don't really know where they keep them. Anyways, I'm just saying, you just don't know them like I do.
Sure, Flycatcher.
Yeah, I don't know, buddy. I didn't think it was going to be very tactful to just be like, don't be naive. Just acting like a dick.
You know about this?
No.
What do you open, little
Dear Brother D, I think we should get ourselves a dog. Sincerely, Brother Dunn. He actually mailed this?
They do have their quirks.
This is pointless.
See, I knew you wouldn't find anything. Anything of interest, anyways. They're detectives, like I said. Just trying to make an honest living. See?
I'm finding enough.
I'm just saying.
Look, just trust me on this. Tweedledee and Dumb are not nice. They're not helping anyone.
You're being a bit suspicious, Flycatcher.
Okay, great. They helped you. That's one person. Now, please, just let me concentrate here. Dear Brother Dumb, I hate dogs and you know it. Sincerely, Brother D. Couple of freaks.
What if you're wrong about them?
I'm not.
they're misunderstood, sure, but that doesn't mean everything people say about them is true. I mean, you know, like when I think about it, you guys aren't that
Knew he was gonna say that.
You help people, and they help people. Not that it's any of my business, but...
Is that what you think?
Bigby?
Shit. There's something here. I know there is.
Mailed what? They mail each other letters.
Because they're lying to you.
Across their desk.
Flycatcher? That's why. They aren't detectives. They're somehow involved in the murders, Flycatcher. 2 Fables are dead.
Bigby, what happened to your...
You want to know what this is? This is them showing up to Lily's funeral with fucking shotguns.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Look, Flycatcher, I know you like them, but they're a part of whatever's happening here. They're bad guys. I didn't mean to...
There's a door behind this file cabinet.
Yeah, I knew you were
I don't know what
behaving
the key
suspicious,
back here,
Flycatcher.
but it might be what you're looking for. Well, that key you found should work.
Alright, and we go. Of course there was a fucking secret door. Classic. I wonder what they helped Flycatcher with, though.
Wow.
J.D.
Salinger?
Book.
The Catcher in the Rye?
What are you looking for exactly? Maybe I can help.
Anything about Crane, or the witch he was using. Something. This doesn't really tell us much.
I guess JD could be cross-referenced with the book.
Butcher? What is this stuff?
Okay, creepy. So there's some sort of like... in what looks like an injectable substance.
I'm
hidden.
sorry, I know I'm late. I'll get it to you soon. Ichabod Crane.
And Ichabod is secretly
sending money
paying
to?
them.
Crooked man. Care of the Lucky Pawn. You know what that is?
Fuck it. Gonna steal more money from more suspicious people.
Is that what you needed?
I don't think so, but it's interesting. There's more going on here. I still need to find that witch, though.
Is there more that I can look at?
Hey, Bigby. Do you think, after all this, do you think I could come back to the Woodlands? Since Crane let me go, I mean, I can still work here, but I don't think I want to now. I don't want to work with bad people, you know? You and Snow, you're nice.
Well, Crane is gone now. I can't see why he couldn't come back to the Woodlands.
Really? That would be... thank you.
Come by the business office. I can't make any promises.
Right, of course.
Flycatcher will remember that.
Snow's hair.
Oh, lovely. Okay, here we go.
Why
More creepy
He
shit.
found her hair like this inside Lily's glamour. Auntie Green.
Ooh.
This must be the witch.
Right,
Crane
yeah,
was
yeah,
using.
because she needs the hair for
I guess
the...
D and Dumb were getting
for
the
the
hair
spell.
for Crane and sending it to her? That's not a pleasant thought.
Auntie Green.
AG.
A.G. This is it. Is there a phone around here? I need to call Snow.
Right over there.
Thanks, Fly.
Business office?
I know who she is.
Dun dun dun! Huff and puff. Okay, slay. So, hopefully we are going to be meeting the witch. Let's check the book of fables and stuff first, though. Okay, what do we got? Here we go. Flycatcher, the Frog Prince. A former prince turned to a frog by a witch, the friendly, genial Flycatcher now carries the nickname as an unsubtle reference to his propensity for catching and eating flies. His wife and their children were brutally murdered back in the homelands, a fact he attempts to deny himself by committing to a series of endless tasks and janitorial duties. So, is this the... I'm assuming this is the frog from The Princess and the Frog story?
Bigby! I just got here.
Yeah, me too. It's number 23. I haven't seen it yet.
We're late.
Yeah, I know. This is it.
14 minutes
All
late.
right.
Ah, fuck.
How do you want to do this?
I don't know how you can go faster there.
Hello?
Hi.
You woke me up.
Sorry about that.
Is something wrong? I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Well, pardon the intrusion. I wasn't aware this was a Munchkin's house.
Well, Dorothy, it isn't.
Sharp kid.
Who are you?
Rachel, who are you? Just so we're not strangers.
I'm Bigby. This is Snow.
Pleased to meet you. How do you do? Is there anything you need? I'm not allowed to let people in.
Is Auntie Greenleaf at home? Does she live here?
You mean my mom?
She ever, make the nightstand levitate, turn frogs into cats, that kind of thing?
Is she a witch, dear?
No, I would never call my mommy that. She treats me all right. Is there something you want? I don't think I can really help you. Maybe come back in the morning.
Who is that voice actor? I've also been listening to her speak and being like, how do I know that voice? But I feel like I know that voice.
Rachel, do you mind if I take just a quick peek around?
Thank you, Baku Watch. It's Laura Bailey. Again. The return of Laura Bailey.
I've been here all night. Nobody's been here. Okay, Bigby. I'm gonna trust you not to break anything. Don't get me in trouble.
What are we looking for specifically?
Crane. He could still be here.
Okay, let's take a good look at her.
That your mom?
Uh-huh.
Let me guess. Big band or classical?
Honky tonk.
No accounting for taste. It's pretty rare to see a burner like this.
Dowdy. That's how we like it.
Looks very cozy in here.
Your mama hunter?
Not sure about the deer skull
no,
though.
She never... That was found in the woods around Dick's Mountain, I think.
Okay, big, strangely placed tree.
Mommy uses that to carve her trinkets. It's from the old world.
Trinkets? Like glamours?
Not here.
There's no one here but me.
Why would he think that Crane would be like hiding behind the tree?
No one's been over all night, so...
He's just going to check. It'll only take a moment.
This poor kid really needs to know what her rights are.
Nothing that looks like Crane.
You can't come in without a warrant, sir.
See?
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Where do you buy your clothes?
Return address, the butcher.
Butcher.
What's that?
A package having to do with someone.
Classic
called the Butcher.
fucking serial killer
Someone
name, huh?
Just like it at the Tweedle's office. God damn it!
Shouldn't say that.
Nothing.
Keep getting whiffs of that aftershave of his.
I do too.
Can I go to bed now? Please?
Were you sleeping in that outfit, Rachel? Because...
Is that a glamour tube?
Mommy really doesn't let anyone play with that. Trust me, I've tried.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, no. Please, just put that back exactly where you found it. No one is allowed to play with that.
It's alright, honey. Bigby's not
You
going
could
to
get her in trouble with her
She
mom.
will freak out if she discovers I've let people in here and let them touch her stuff, okay?
Yeah, you guys suck. You've put this kid in an
All the
awful
time
position.
things move. I don't want to get in trouble. Look, I'm already grounded.
I'm not gonna break it. I just want to open it.
No! Put it down! Please, don't! This isn't what you think! You gotta believe me. The guy isn't here, I promise!
It's gonna be okay,
Oh
Rachel.
god.
Please.
Oh, I'm scared.
Thank you. I don't wanna get in trouble.
Oh god. Now I'm scared. I had a feeling it might have been...
It hurts when you do it that fast.
Okay. There was part of me that was like, that little girl is kind of creepy, and I'm wondering if it's because she's actually secretly anti-Greenleaf. But I was also like, okay, maybe let's just go with it a little bit.
Why Rachel? Why the little girl?
I don't think that's any of your business, Wolf.
Why?
How about because it works? That's why. I'm good enough for you? Certainly kept you two off the scent.
Yeah,
for a
that's
while.
Laura Bailey.
All right, start explaining. And from the beginning.
Where's Crane? Speak quickly.
I ain't a fortune teller, Wolf. I have no heavenly idea where he went to.
You have to know something.
Unless you want a recipe for owl stew, there's nothing I know that would help.
Don't you understand what's at stake here? Crane murdered someone.
You might want to check your facts on that. It doesn't matter. I can't help you. I have no interest in being turned into a skink and crushed under boot heels. There's powers at work here beyond your pathetic authority.
Whatever it is.
I have a question though about the photograph of like her and the kid, and how, like, if there is a kid that looks like that, or like how she pulled that off, or what's going on there.
Is Greenleaf, whatever it is that's keeping you from saying something, you have to forget it.
We can protect you, okay? Whatever it is you're afraid of, we can make sure that it won't come to pass.
You have no idea what's going on, do you?
Okay, you know what I think? I think we've been more than patient with you. This witch has been selling illegal glamours that continue to undermine everything we've built. She's harboring a fugitive that took advantage of it, and now she's resisting every attempt to make things right. I frankly don't give a crap. If she's afraid for her life, we can at least make sure she never hurts us again. We're destroying the tree.
No! How
I don't think
dare
we should do
you come
that.
in here and threaten to take from me the one thing that... That tree is ancient. It's part of the family, and it's the only thing.
Magic? She's a witch. Yeah, I mean, she could have magicked the photo, but like... Like, does she do that a lot? Like, is she just made up this girl character and she's made a magic photo of the... I don't know, okay? And I don't know how her magic powers work or what they extend to, besides from making glamours. So, I don't know. Anything is possible.
For the shithole apartment. And the fables who can't afford the glamours from you come to me for help. Without them, where do you think they could go?
Don't give me that. You're making money off of other people's misery. 2 fables are dead because of this crap. It's too dangerous leaving this stuff with her.
You think I like being the old woman in these stories? The men are heroes, the ladies are whores, and the old hags like me get to watch everyone they love die.
We have very different ways of handling our fate.
Very different means to handle it too.
And I don't use it as an excuse to wreck people's lives.
I'm sorry, Sheriff, but please, don't do this.
Snow, it's too much. We can't ruin this woman's life over this.
Ruin this woman's life? It's a slap on the wrist compared to what she's done. Bigby, this is an order. Burn the tree.
No! Look, I'll tell you.
I don't want to burn the tree.
He was here and he left. He went to the pudding and pie to try to use my ring on the girls over there to get information.
What does the ring do?
He thinks it's the ring of dispel. You know, that it will pierce the protection around the girl's speech. He says pulling the truth out of them will prove his innocence. It won't, though. Damn thing lost its power decades ago.
I'm sorry, but we still can't let you keep the tree. It wouldn't be right after what's happened.
This is interesting because, you know, I was saying, like, I don't know if I'm vibing with this, but I'm gonna let it cook, and maybe letting it cook, maybe something good will come of letting it cook, because I was pretty struck by the line about, like, the men are heroes, the women are whores, the old women get to watch everyone they love die. So I guess that that reframed my thinking about how men and women have been represented in this story. That being said, it needs to cook some more, but I think that was a super interesting line because it makes me think, like, okay, I don't know, I've been kind of, like, not a huge fan of seeing some of the tropes about sex workers being kind of regurgitated in this game, but if letting it cook means that it has, like, something to say about, like, I guess, the roles that men and women play in the stories that we tell, the stories that our culture is inundated with, then maybe something is cooking. This episode and 4 are my faves. Nice. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what's cooking, you know? To be fair, she gets more screen time in this game than in the comic. She only appears in issues 28 and 29. If you try to scare her with the big bad wolf as a kid, she responds, "Oh, the wolf the woodsman killed and tossed down the river." Interesting. Yeah, I just, I wasn't going to do that because it's... Bigby may be a jerk, but I'm not a jerk. I like to think, anyway.
Bigby.
Please, Sheriff. Don't.
Snow, do you really want to kill this tree for Fabletown? Or do you want me to burn it because you're pissed off at Crane for what he did to you?
They stole my hair from my apartment, Bigby. So, yeah, I'm pissed, but I still know what's best for this town.
I don't know if you do.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Just because, as I've said a few times, she's on some white woman shit.
Hey, Greenleaf. Don't think this is over.
I don't believe in criminalizing people and then, like, punishing them and ruining their lives. I don't think that solves the systemic problem that's going on here. And I don't think that getting some kind of revenge on Greenleaf is going to fix anything. So, that was my decision, and I'm standing by it. severe case of lycanthropy. Okay. Well, some of these titles may have more meaning if I chose different things. Auntie Greenleaf, the White Deer. Interesting. Horticulturalist, alchemist, and lover of animals, Auntie Greenleaf is one of the few rogue witches still living outside of the 13th floor, unsupervised and unrestricted. Rumored to have lost a daughter in the homeland, she suffered... There we go. This is the thing. I was like, I feel that girl is not from nowhere, like completely a figment of imagination. She suffers paranoia and depressive mood swings and will only venture outside at irregular hours under the guise of an ethereal white deer, an oft-whispered spectre of Brookhaven natives. Glamour tubes, a handy disguise. Glamours can be produced in a variety of ways, but one of the most common, due to its ease of use, is to take a small hollowed-out tube or container and place within it several items unique to whomever the caster wants to copy. A witch is required for the reactionary charm. Two downsides of this type of glamour is that totally unique appearances are completely impossible, and the nature of the vessel makes it quite unstable. Okay. Potentially missed a few things in the Book of Fables this episode, but that's fine.
That's Crane's car.
No, it's nothing you need to concern yourself with. I don't think so, at least. Shit. Hold on. Oh, do you miss a spot? Mr. Clean, come to smash up the rest of my
God,
place.
that tattoo on his chest. A few of his tattoos are bad, but the one on his chest that says "Kiss the Girl," I hate it. Fucking hate it.
Oh, I see. Come to audition, you bitch.
Where's Crane?
Ichabod Crane? What would that nerd have with a place like this?
The dollar sign on his cheek. I hate that.
Hey, you can't just go in there. We have a problem.
Tell me who did it. Just tell me who did it. I know you know.
Mr. Crane, please. She can't help.
I know you know what the plan is. I won't be held accountable for this.
Oh my God, Bigby.
Wait, don't.
I didn't do anything. I promise you, I didn't do anything. These girls, the girls, they'll back me up. I just have to get this.
They'll back you up?
Working, that's all. They can't talk because of that spell. But once this ring gets through, I'll know what's going on, and this whole thing will be over. That's all. Please. I'm innocent, completely.
I just want to slap him, just cause.
Just let me show you. Wait, I can't. You have to just give me the chance. This will work. I assure you. Everything will be solved. I wouldn't did you.
Wow, what a pathetic man.
Please, tell me who killed her.
My lips are sealed.
It's like, even if he didn't kill Lily, he's still a horrible, disgusting, fucking
How many years?
creep, misogynist, landlord, horrible, disgusting, pathetic, creepy man. Whether or not he murdered Lily.
What's been going on?
Two, maybe.
But I didn't kill those women, Bigby. Please, I had nothing to do with that. It just. Oh, God.
We found the photos of you and Lily.
I know. That was. I just love you, Snow. I love you, and I'm sorry I'm not Prince Charming, okay? I'm sorry I didn't cheat on you and run away to Europe.
You don't love me, Crane. I know what this is. I've seen it before. It is not love.
Ugh. Brother, is right.
Bigby? I don't think he did it.
What?
Look at him. Do you really think this man murdered these women? He's not... He wouldn't be brave enough. Not to put his stamp on the world like that. He's a disgusting coward, not a murderer.
Thank you, my dear. It means so much to...
Shut up. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
We've been chasing this guy. Just... why now?
Because look at him. You said you found evidence of him defrauding Fabletown, of using our money for his own ambitions. That's one thing. But don't you have doubts he's a murderer? We've both known him for so long.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Did you see how he was acting when you showed up?
Yes, I know how this...
Why would he even come here if he wasn't covering his tracks?
He thought he was being framed. And maybe he is.
This fuck-up knows more than he's saying.
I don't.
Yes, okay, he probably does. But there's a difference between being involved and being the guy who did it.
Okay, but if Crane didn't kill Faith and Lily, I'm sorry, but who the hell did? You know, when I saw you come back here...
We'll find out who did it soon enough. Just trust us, Vivian.
I didn't intend for any of this.
Oh, shut the
So
fuck
you've been
up.
stealing money from Fabletown for years, haven't you? Yeah. We're not gonna kill you, so quit your shivering. Ichabod Crane, you are under arrest for the misappropriation of Fabletown funds. You have the right to counsel, the right to depose witnesses, but as of right now, you're coming with us.
And for suspicion of murder.
No, Sheriff. This can't be Greenleaf again and again, behaving however you like, acting without constraint. You have to respect this office, Bigby, and you have to respect me as its leader, starting now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just didn't...
You have what it takes to run that office?
I didn't agree with her decision about Greenleaf. I don't respect the office of the government of Fabletown, just like I don't respect the police. So I don't respect her authority. You know, it's interesting because, like, you know, in this situation, obviously I think that what has been done to her is, like, horrendous and horrible and creepy and disgusting, but also, like, she's really on some fucking white woman shit, and I'm not having it, and I don't respect the office that she represents, nor do I respect the police, really. So it's like, how do I navigate these situations as, like, a police officer and stuff? Anyway, I just really did not agree with the decision about the witch. I mean, I think probably maybe Bigby would have done it because that's what a cop would do, but I wouldn't do it. And in terms of, like, Crane, it's like he is still suspected of murder. So, like, you know, obviously, like, I don't agree with the whole system, but just because she doesn't think he did it that's not like good enough. Like, she's just saying, oh, just, like, trust my instinct on this, and it's like, well, no, because this is not a vibes situation. He's the prime suspect. Everything points to him as being the murderer. So unless you have some other suspect, some other explanation, some other proof, then you cannot just go based on vibes. He is still a suspect for the murder. And that's not is the same thing as saying, like, he definitely 100% did murder these women, but it's objectively true that he's still a suspect for the murder. So she's on some bullshit right now. Sorry, I know that sometimes I'm, like, problematic about white women because they're hot and it's a problem, but I do have limits, I do have boundaries, and sometimes a white woman is white womaning one step too far, and even I cannot abide by that. Just no. Okay, Ring of Dispel, the Arthurian Band, entry in the Book of Fables. reputed to be fashioned by a Byzantine clan in an attempt to ward off a coven of witches. The Ring of Dispel, or Dispelling Ring, or Magic Cancelling Ring, eventually was given to Lancelot by the Lady in the Lake. Recovered by the business office after the emigration to New Amsterdam, it was assigned to Greenleaf for caretaking. Okay, so yeah, the idea is to undo magic. So there's a spell that he was trying to cancel out. Although I don't really know what's going on in terms of like a ring being made by the Byzantines getting to Arthurian England, but whatever. Based on the rules of storytelling, he probably didn't do it. But based on what they know, it looks bad. Yes, I know that. The thing is, I'm talking about, like, within the world of what is happening in the game. And if this was happening in real life, something like this was happening in real life, outside of the kind of, like, you know, analysis of storytelling conventions that we can do as being outside of the story, like outside of the diegesis, that he is still very much like a suspect for murder in this situation, and you can't just dismiss that. Even within the rules of storytelling, it's like, okay, based on what we know from culture and the stories that we have received time and time and time again, which teach us about tropes and formulas and narrative structures, he probably didn't do it, but we still aren't 100% certain that he didn't do it. Like, we still don't know that. Like, both in the world of the game, as if we were characters within the world of the game, but also even within the conventions of storytelling, we actually still just don't know. So I think either way, it's like, he's still a suspect. I'm not gonna say that he's not a suspect, because he's still the only one that all the evidence points towards, and it would be foolish in either situation to just be like, well, I don't think so, so I'm gonna dismiss it in this situation.
You think I didn't make sacrifices?
So I think she's making some silly decisions. I'm not agreeing with her.
You have to give up something you care about just so the wheels don't fall off the goddamn wagon.
I did the best I could with what I had, and the town took everything it could out of me. If I maybe took a little something back in return, so be it. I have no regrets. Oh, God.
If I were you, I'd keep that trap of yours shut.
Snow will remember that. Listen. He deserved to have his nose broken as a little treat. Although, I will say that I think that the girls should have done it. I think that the girly pops should have had the opportunity to kick him up. Kick him a little bit, break his nose. I don't think that Bigby is the person who gets to have a little revenge as a treat here, you know what I mean? But so it goes in stories like these. It's funny because I was replaying season 2 of The Walking Dead with my friend, and when we get to the point where Clementine can watch Kenny beating the shit out of Carver, my friend very correctly was like, if anyone gets to beat the shit out of Carver in this situation, it is Clementine, or even better, even more appropriately, Rebecca. If anyone gets to beat the shit out of Carver in this situation, it is Rebecca. But because men are men and everything is about them and their ego and their desire for violence, and how the bad things that happen to women affect them, and how what happens to them is worse than anything that's ever happened to anyone else, they get the privilege within the story of, like, beating the shit out of other men and being like, oh, it's because I'm a good guy. It's because I'm a good guy and I'm just so angry about what you did to these women. Let the women beat him up then. If you're such a fucking ally, let the women beat him up, you piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Stupid girls and their preposterous schemes.
What are you saying?
we could still kill you right here, right now. Anyway, I as the player do not have the option to press X to let Nerissa and Vivian and Snow kick the shit out of him, so... I mean, yeah, women, but also she's on a power high with that tree. Yeah, I love women, but white women, you guys... Sometimes you're on some bullshit, sometimes you are the problem. And that needs to be said, that needs to be called out. I don't want you to be the problem. I'm rooting for you, because against my every better instinct, I want to love and support you guys, but sometimes you're on some white woman fucking bullshit and you're the problem, and you need to get a grip and work on that and sort that out. And that is totally what's going on with Snow. And yeah, I think you're right that she's acting like she's kind of on a power high right now, and it's really uncomfortable. I know we made jokes before about her being like a hashtag girl boss, but this is the fucking problem with girl bosses, is that you just put them in the position of power in the institution, which is inherently violent, and then they become maybe not as bad as the men who were running it before, but still pretty fucking bad, because the institution is still terrible. It's funny because I said that in the chat when it happened, and then some guy was like, but Kenny lost an eye. Yeah, I don't remember that. I was trying to remember what happened the first time I was playing in the game, but you're right. And yes, I do remember, that there were men in the chat during certain points of The Walking Dead season 2 and 3 that were like batting hard for Kenny, and yes, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Tried to change some minds, though. I did try to change some minds. I hope it worked. It's like, yeah, Kenny lost an eye, but like Rebecca literally like was systematically abused and stalked and imprisoned and manipulated by this guy, and it's implied that like it's you know, there's not necessarily a definite framing for this in the game itself, but it's like potentially implied that she was sexually abused by him. Because, you know, considering the nature of the relationship, you know, her having his baby we're not really like 100% sure what the circumstances for that happening are, and there certainly is a history of white women sexually abusing white men sexually abusing black women, and yeah, so that's a whole thing. So she has so much more of a right than Kenny getting a bit roughed up and then losing his eye, to be honest with you. Some fans of the Walking Dead game, especially when it comes to Kenny, can be a massive... Yes, 100%. Generally male fans, I'm gonna say. And also, yeah, I've discovered that people are fucking insane about Kenny. Who I hate. Kenny is my mortal enemy. I hate him. If you stay as Clem, it gets confirmed. Like, if you watch Kenny beat him up. Oh. Like, she says that he, like, sexually assaulted or, like, sexually abused her. Because that's... Ugh. I'm trying to remember if I did that the first time that I played... I don't think I did watch. I don't remember. I might have seen that clip, actually. But I'll need to go back and double check. Well, there you go. Confirmed. It was Rebecca's Rebecca was the one who had the right to beat the shit out of Carver. Snow and the sex workers were the ones who had the right to beat up Ichabod.
Hi. What you got there?
Hello?
Look, it's recently come under our attention that you're, how shall I put this, attempting to claim what is the personal property of the Crooked Man. He's about yay high, 120 odd pounds. Pissed his sheets until he was 14. Sound familiar?
I haven't told him anything.
Not now. Shh. The grown-ups are talking.
Who are you?
No. That's not how this works. How this works is you are going to walk Crane over here, like a good doggy.
It wasn't my fault.
There we go.
You're interfering with official Fabletown business. Step aside.
Tweedledee. What's the, you know, that thing the Mundies call me?
What?
My nickname. You know what I'm talking about.
Bloody
Mary. That's it. Thank you. And do you know why they call me that? Because some of them, they think it's funny to have their little sleepovers and go into their little bathrooms and say my name 5 times in the mirror. They find it less funny when I actually show up and feed their lungs to the family dog. And I do that for a hobby. Like golf, to relax. This is my job. I like my job.
It's a little bit hot,
So
I'm not
think
gonna
about
lie.
what I'm gonna do to you, your girl, and the rest of your friends if you don't hand over the sock puppet now.
This was really the wrong day to try and pull this shit.
I told you he'd never just give him up.
Oh no, she's hot. Hi, hello? If you want to show up and feed my lungs to the family dog, I wouldn't mind, you know? Okay, I got so distracted I just got murdered.
Bigby?
Oh, okay, was that gonna happen either? Okay, never mind, we're good. Bloody Mary makes my lesbian brain say num 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 num. I'm right there with you, Bucky Watch. I'm trying to remember how the Lady Gaga song goes. I won't cry for you. I will survive the things you do. How do I get to the part in the song where she says Bloody Mary? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I won't cry for you, see, when you're gone I'll still be Bloody Mary. Oh, it's me, I'm the wolf. It's the wolf among us. The wolf is among us. Where's shirt? Good question. How come his trousers still fit, but his shirt doesn't, you know? Where's the wolf? Is the wolf among us? You let Tweedledum live. Silver bullet?
That was a good show. But, you know, it just didn't know when to end.
Oh no, she's hot. Oh no, she's hot and she has an axe. Ah!
You know, you wouldn't think silver bullets would work on anything but a pure werewolf. But as it turns out, it's just not the case. Right?
Ah, I'm smashing, I'm smashing, I'm
I
smashing.
mean, hey, look, I know it sounds ridiculous, but really, guys, can you argue with these results? Because I know I can't.
No, not this camera angle. Ah!
Wait! Just take him, okay? Take Crane. Just stop, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Don't do this.
Oh wow, his hand
It's your
phased
lucky
through
day,
the window
kid.
there.
Crooked Man says it's okay with him. Hello, Ichabod. Got a stomach ache? Oh, and just between us girls, Crane ain't no killer. I mean, look at his face. Couldn't stick a pig if his life depended. Kinda like your boyfriend here. Too pussy to ruin a Tweedle stay. Well, this is gonna be a beautiful relationship we have with you guys. Really, I mean it. I'm jazzed about it. Out with the old, in with the new. Long live the queen. I'm sure we'll be in touch.
Yeah, call me.
See you around.
I'm free on Thursday, you know, if you wanna call me. Well, there you have it. The enchanted land of New York City.
He's lucky to be alive. And he won't be next time if he keeps going like this.
This is getting worse by the minute. We don't have time to sit around and wait for their next move.
I'll get things under control.
Woody, I'm not gonna tell you again. Back off, dog. This doesn't concern you.
What do you want to talk about?
I just wanted to, about last night.
After what they did to you, are you even gonna be able to stop them?
Don't hold out on me, Jack. You've always got some angle.
Not this time. I know when a mark's not worth the trouble. Do you?
Don't make me come down there to deal with you. I don't want it. You don't want it.
Maybe I do.
And again, you don't have much choice at this point, do you?
Bloody Mary is a lesbian queen. Yes, she is. Ooh, she's hot. I don't know what to tell you. She's hot. Everyone in chat is also obsessed with her. Did you interrupt Snow's eulogy? You and 80.7% of players decided not to interrupt Snow. What place did you investigate first? You and 40.4% of players investigated the Trip Trap bar first. Okay, most people were compelled by that or Crane's apartment, which is the two that I was also compelled by. Did you offer Flycatcher a job? You and 96.1% of players offered a job to Flycatcher. Did you burn Greenleaf's tree? You and 79.5% of players did not burn Greenleaf's tree. That's interesting. I thought maybe that would have been more split. Did you kill Tweedledum? You and 55.8% of players showed Tweedledum mercy. So a lot of these decisions were actually really skewed in one direction of the clearly better thing to do. But it's interesting that killing Tweedledum would be more split because, I don't know, it's just like, if you didn't need to kill him, so why would I, you know? Okay. You know, I was a bit about episode 2, vibing a little bit more again now. It's cooking. I don't know what's cooking, but I'm letting it cook. I'm here for the ride. We'll see where it goes. I'm interested, I'm compelled, but what really got me is Greenleaf's line. That made me be like, okay, maybe you're trying to cook something here with regards to, like, a meta-narrative about people's roles within fairy tales, and specifically as regards gender. So yeah, we'll see. I think that I am gonna take a little break, and then I think I'm gonna play episode 4, because that didn't take super long, so why not? Perfect. Let's just check extras real quick first. The Enchanted Land of New York City. Episode 3 is done. Okay, what's in the Book of Fables? Okay, we got an entry for Bloody Mary. The urban legend. The true history of the person known as Bloody Mary is almost completely unknown even to fables most acquainted with its members. Her name, Mary, at least, is not up for contention, nor is her penchant for shocking violence, an inlaid resistance to magic and spells, and a strange ability to use any reflective surface as a portal, effectively shortcutting space and time. Thought by Mondays to be the wailing apparition of a childless ghost, though any evidence of that is yet unseen. This is interesting because I always thought that the Bloody Mary thing was about Queen Mary I, who was known as Bloody Mary because of how, in her short reign as queen between the reigns of Edward VI and Elizabeth I, and she was only queen for a few years. They were both Protestants, she was Catholic. And this was after Henry VIII, the father of all three, had split the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. Queen Mary I ordered the executions of some 400 to 500, maybe 600 Protestants during her reign as queen, and became known as Bloody Mary. I thought that was what Bloody Mary was in reference to. This has nothing to do with that. So, I don't know if I was wrong. Maybe. Look it up later. But, as Jay Themborn says, used to think Bloody Mary was scary and cool. Now, scary and hot. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if, like, the original Bloody Mary, Queen Mary I, I necessarily thought she was cool. But, this version of Bloody Mary, I can definitely get behind.